This episode does contain adult language and is not suitable for younger children.
You're listening to the West Ham is Why We Drink podcast. Like hanging at the pub with your West Ham mates. On this episode, in What Was That, we read the riot act to Heller. Social shenanigans, we have a West Ham laugh, and we get some choice words from a special guest in a brand new segment. Now let's join the crew of the podcast who have some spicy language for you today.
How do we introduce a show again? I can't remember.
It's episode 47. Repeat after me. My name is Adam.
My name is Adam.
And welcome to episode 47.
Welcome to episode 47.
Our Christmas shopping episode.
Why is it Christmas shopping? Our Christmas shopping episode.
Oh, yeah. And now let me hand you over to the intelligent half of this duo, Wayne.
Now let me hand you over to the Are we allowed to say that word?
No, we are not allowed to say that word, you wanker.
Well, I just went to a comedy show yesterday and he was using that word.
He was, yeah. I don't like that word. Don't like that word.
Well, he said he's from the 80s, and so that word was okay in the 80s.
Oh gosh, it's a weird time of the year anyway. You know, I just saw my first ugly sweater of the season today.
In the cupboard?
No, she was running past my house when I went to get the mail.
Oh, that's not a very nice thing to say.
I don't know. I'm in a funny mood. I'm in a very funny mood.
Hashtag me too. So
strange. I think it's yesterday. I felt terrible yesterday. I was like awful. I mean, just to depress everyone, we were going to record yesterday, and I texted you about 15 minutes before we were due to record. I had to take a couple of nitros yesterday. I was having some chest pains.
Yeah. So you said to me, and then 10 minutes later, I see you posting stupid little videos on Facebook. So I was like, well, he must feel better now.
You have to find something. You know what it's like. You've got a heart condition. It's like you have to find.
Whoa! Don't tarnish me with that brush. My heart just decided to stop, but it's not a condition. They just decided to put a defibrillator in, probably because now they can charge me rent for it being there every quarter, which they do.
Are you paying for it quarterly?
Yeah, of course, because the American healthcare system. Oh, it's so good.
I bought mine outright. I'm on my second one, mate.
I have to pay for the monitoring or something. I don't know.
God, don't pay for the monitor.
The whole thing's a scam. The whole thing's a scam. I mean,
it's a total scam. Don't pay for the monitor.
I don't know if I have a choice. I mean, I don't know.
You do.
I mean, they gave me the drugs that killed me in the first place. So thanks, America. Deported me, killed me. I love this country. Brilliant.
Speaking of killing us, should we go into a little bit of what was that?
All right, but I'm going to do everything I can to not go into one of my rants. But
okay.
We haven't even done the intro bit yet. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. We can consider that the intro.
What was that?
Before you start getting all aerated, because I know we've all had something awful to say about that match. Our predictions, both of us got it wrong, right?
I don't even remember my prediction.
I do. I wrote it down. You said 3-1 to West Ham, and I said 2-1 to West Ham.
Okay, I thought I said 3-2.
Yeah, it was should have been 5-3 to West Ham.
Oh my God! I mean, I've never felt so despondent in a game. Ever.
It was just really disappointing, wasn't it?
It was more than disappointing. It was just like, I can't remember. By the time the third goal had gone in for them, stopped watching the game. If it wasn't that I brought someone to the pub, I would have driven home from the pub. It really, really pissed me off.
It's a shame because it's it started off so well.
Almost inevitable.
It started off brilliantly. That first 15, 20 minutes, it looked like we were really going to do something. We were going to kick him in the googlies. And
so I had a bet. I was going to phone one of my friends. I drop his name a lot, but one of my, I'm friends with these people in Dude Perfect. They do trick shots. They've got nearly 60 million subscribers. So I had a bet with him, and I was going to phone him to put him on the podcast But I can't bear to talk to him. At half time, he texted me. He's saying, "What's your Venmo? I'm just going to pay my bet now." And I was like, "Okay, do it." I said, "Please do. This is my Venmo. Please send it over. But know that when you do come back, I won't pay you back." And then he didn't send me the money.
Gosh.
I wish he had, because I would have kept it.
Just come on, it wasn't all negative. It wasn't all of it negative.
Yeah, I think it was all negative.
No, there was a couple of decent performances in the match.
No, watch
Pick a top shelf out.
No,
come on, you must be able to. Declan Rice.
I don't. I honestly don't remember it. You know, I am. All right. I'm not usually pessimistic.
Hold it! What the hell is that shit?
Maybe I'm a bit.
You're a miserable bastard.
It's the end of our season. It's the end of the fun part of our season there. We will lose the next 4 matches probably.
Shut up.
We will.
No, listen, for a start, Declan Rice was brilliant. Declan Rice was, if people could have played to the level that Declan Rice was playing, it would have been better, but they obviously couldn't. The little nod he did to get it over to Souček, so he scored, so he had a nice assist there. That was good. Then even in that crap second half, was it like? It must have been like a 60-yard run he did when he went after Rashford. He was the only person that could seem to keep up with Rashford, and he tackled him brilliantly. So I think Declan Rice did a decent job.
All right, I'll copy you then. He can be my whatever top shelf.
You're copying me? You must be depressed.
Hold it! What the
Now, Dregs, I do think you had a few choices with Dregs. I think for Dregs, you could just say pretty much the whole team.
No, I think there's one clear-cut Dreg who I think should be put down. I think it's time to abort him, to be honest.
Are you going to say it for the second week in a row?
I don't know. Did I say Allaire last week as well?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I am absolutely done with him. And, you know, some people, like James, rest in peace, our former co-host, he loves him. Other people do as well. But I am done. I'm done with him.
He's useless.
Over 30, my over 30 league, 7 aside, if I fell over the ball in the box, my teammates would be pissed off at me. And, you know, like, I looked at him, he didn't even look that gutted about it. And if I was him and that had just happened, I mean, I'm going to find another gear for the rest of the game because, I mean, I'd be absolutely embarrassed and ashamed. You know, like...
I was going to pick him as my Dregs as well, and then I thought that's too obvious.
No, do it. He deserves it. He deserves to be put down.
Well, I'm going to pick two Dregs because I'm picking him for definite. And not because he played badly, but he just didn't... I don't think he turned up yesterday, on Saturday rather, and that's Masuaku. I just don't think he turned up. What's that? That's that guy's name, Biscotti. Was it Juan Biscotti? No, Juan Bissaka. Was it Juan Bissaka?
Yeah.
The one that was like, he was running him ragged, mate.
But the thing is, he is a super good defender. I mean, he's really good.
There was nothing going. We don't have him there because he's a super good defender. We have him there because he goes forward, and he just wasn't going forward. He really wasn't. I mean, it was horrible. It was a horrible match. It was just a bloody awful, shitty, horrible match. I hope we haven't turned a corner and it's going to be this way until Christmas.
I think we have. I really do. I mean, I don't know. This is time for Moyes to show. This right now, this is Moyes' moment because the reality is we absolutely dominated a half of football. Then we had an absolutely horrendous bullshit decision go against us. And I'm sorry, but I'm so over VAR. Like, I'm so done with it. Like, either use it properly or don't use it at all. You're telling me that you can't... Oh, well...
It causes more controversy than it solves.
Well, if it nudges someone's hand in the build-up, it's no goal. And if there's an armpit hair ahead, then it's offside. But if the entire ball goes out of play on the sideline, we don't have an angle for that. What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, even the television channel could do a freaking angle for it.
That's outrageous.
It was it's just ridiculous. It just was absolutely ridiculous. So,
here's what I think will happen. My prediction for next week, I think we'll lose 3-0.
You think we're going to lose 3-0 to the damned United?
The reason I think that is that all right, we absolutely dominated a top team in that first half and had nothing but one goal to show for it, which is shocking. Then we get a bad decision, goes against us, and we crumble, and we basically just throw away the game. And I think, and I don't think Moyes has enough about him to galvanise that team to come back and show, look at how you performed against Manchester United. If you perform like that every season, every half of the season, we'll be fine. I don't think it'll happen. And I think Leeds will absolutely turn us over.
See, I've got a theory. I mean, that's the first match where we had supporters back in the stands. And quite frankly, the team have played crap at home in front of supporters for the past couple of years. So I think just having that 2,000 fans there was enough to give them the collywobbles, and they didn't do it properly.
But the first half was the best half of football we've played in months.
Well, yeah, it was good. It was good. But I do believe that we're going to win away to Leeds. It's going to be 2-0 West Ham.
Well, hang on. Talking of predictions, there was another match before Manchester United that we haven't spoken about.
No, we mentioned that on the last podcast, didn't we?
No, we definitely didn't. Because
I know my daughter got the score right.
No, I got the score right.
West Ham Lamb got the score right.
No, she didn't.
She said the same as you, mate.
Oh, well, I mean, she copied me, but I got the score right.
She said exactly the same as you.
I don't remember her giving a score.
She did. She said either we're going to win 3-1 or it's going to be a draw. And I said, you have to pick one or the other. And she said, okay, we're going to win. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Well, I sat on my own for a little while. Then
pies, didn't you? You jammy git.
Yeah. The Premier League sent me some pies. So
they sent me an email. They said, we would have sent you one, but you're a fat bastard.
Yeah. The steak pie was really good. The pumpkin pie was not. I mean, it was a lovely thing to do, but and in their wisdom, they didn't include any instructions with the pies.
How to reheat them?
No. Or even what they are, apart from the pumpkin pie. So the two meat pies were literally just wrapped with a Premier League sticker in some wrapping paper. And I'm like, well, first of all,
so it could have been dog and potatoes.
Yeah, what's it? Well, and I'm like, hang on a minute. We live in America, the home of the lawsuit. This is a really risky thing to do.
Yours looked good. I saw the picture you posted. It was like you had brown gravy over it with some chips. Oh, it looked delicious.
I know. I was pretty impressed with that, actually. That's probably the best looking. I mean, obviously, I didn't do much to make it, but it looked really good.
Oh, I could murder a meat pie right now.
Yeah, I hadn't had dinner yet. I had barbecue earlier on, though. That's why I'm KO'd. I went to like a gut
that's why you're tired, mate. You've got the meat sweats going on.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
Well, I think you should forget about the meat sweats, and we should go into what's it called again?
Social shenanigans presented by hang on.
No, now it's time for
social shenanigans
presented by Hammers Poles.
Oh, did you see my video, by the way?
Yes, I did, actually. It was pretty good. You were very depressing.
Oh, was it? I mean, I couldn't bring myself to watch it again.
No, in all honesty, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
You can find it on our Facebook page. I don't remember what I said. I really don't, because that was when I was in my booth. The game was still going on, and I was already despondent, and I was ready to not remember the rest of that day. So
you looked a little worse for the wear. You looked like a person who wasn't very happy, which of course you weren't, obviously. But no, it was a good video. Good video.
Well, I'm hoping I can recover in time for an all-day session.
You had him on Hammer Shots the other week as well. He's a good lad, Ian. He's a good lad.
Yeah, we'll get him on here at some point.
I tried to get him on for today, but he said it was a bit too short notice. So, but he's gung ho. He's got a good idea what to do with the penalty shot out. So
nice.
So that should be a bit of a laugh when he gets on. Did you see any cool tweets or anything of that nature? Or
I
or
did.
anything?
I'm going to do a Wayne. So I saw a picture.
What was in the picture, Adam?
So it was basically like a grass, like, you know, a really crappy little pitch, and the sidelines were like bent all over the place. And it was like, West Ham Stadium for the game. I was like, okay, that's quite funny.
Oh, God, you were right. It definitely was very disappointing. You need to apologise to all of our social media followers right now for not coming up with a decent tweet. You're always coming up with something decent.
We miss a striker who knows how to finish.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my friend who I spent Thanksgiving with, Jesus Ferreira, we should sign him. He's got better finishing than Sebastian Aller.
Yeah.
And he keeps threatening to me. In fact, I recorded him on Thanksgiving. He's like, I am going to play for West Ham at some point. That's one of my goals. And I'll tell him.
He was probably drunk along with you. And he probably go, I am going to play for Charlton along what's one of my goals.
Did I tell you this before, though, that he texted his agent? Have I told this story on the
No,
podcast?
Tell us about it.
I can't remember. I repeat
It's got
myself
nothing to do with
sometimes.
social media, but it's a text. It'll work.
Yeah, so he's talking about West Ham. He texts his agent and says, Spencer, that's his agent.
You should explain to people who Jesus Ferreira is.
Oh, yeah, so right.
Because they don't know. If they're over in England, they've got no clue who he is.
You're right. So Jesus
Actually,
Ferreira.
most of America probably doesn't.
He plays for FC Dallas. He's also involved in the US men's national team, but he's like 19, about to be 20.
His dad was the best midfielder I ever saw play in the MLS.
Oh, I thought he was a striker. It was
he
before
was a
my time.
midfielder. He was a number 10, and he never fell over. The lad just. I've never seen a midfielder get fouled so much. But the guy never, ever fell over. He kept on going. He was brilliant. David Ferreira.
You do like to see it. But yeah, he texts his agent. Is like, I want to move to West Ham. And I then text his agent and said, do not let him go to West Ham. I mean, the thing is, though, can you really think of anything worse than one of your mates playing for West Ham? Like, it would ruin everything.
Yes, one of my mates playing for Tottenham.
That
fair. Would be worse.
Actually, I did say that to him.
That's pretty cool. Well, listen, I've got a tweet. Now that you got completely off the social media thing, I've got a tweet. It's actually a series of 3 tweets.
Okay.
So the first one was from a guy called Alan Repper.
He's going to be on Hammer Shots, I think, on Wednesday.
Oh, is he really? His one was good. He says, if Ben Rama started, we wouldn't have won.
We would have won.
Excuse me. If Ben Rama started,
why you just cut? Let's just do that bit again because you can't even speak, dum.
Oh, okay. He said if Ben Rama started, we would have won, which I thought was pretty fair.
Yeah.
And then West Ham Central said, if a youth striker who knew how to kick a ball into an empty net started, we would have won. And then Oliver 908-20149 said, if you delete Twitter, everybody would be happy.
Who is he saying that to? Was he saying that to West Ham Central or to?
He said it's both of them. It's true though, isn't it? I mean, I think of like when I was younger, it's like, we'd have a couple of drinks and we'd be like, we'd stop whining about it because now you can whine about it for days and days and days and days.
I mean, that's literally what we're doing.
Yeah. Speaking of whining about things, Snap Poll Saturday. The other week when we recorded, you wanted to know exactly what the score was. Now, you said that I couldn't beat you unless you weren't playing. Well, that is not true. I did beat you twice when you were playing. Okay.
I don't remember and haven't.
The deal is both of us have missed one of them each, and both of us have missed like one whole game each. But right now, we are at 5-5 level peggings. The spreadsheet up on the website so nobody can look at it. But here's the deal. On Saturday, what was your question on Saturday?
Is it time for Benny Harness to start instead of Pablo Fornals or something along those lines?
Right, and you got 111 votes for that one.
I honestly can't tell you. Like I said, I didn't look at anything about West Ham What was your question?
So, and I in reply to that, my question was: fans back at the London Stadium but told not to sing. Is it a stupid idea or is it a good idea? And I got a pathetic, utterly awful 73 votes for that. But then I noticed that you did another poll.
Hang on. Yeah, separate to the Snap Saturday.
Yes, you did another poll.
Yes, I did it. Not part of our competition.
Because when I texted you and said, which question is yours? The first one or the second one? And you went, I haven't decided yet. That's what you said on your text message, you anchor. So I thought, okay, if he's going to do that.
No, only the first one counts.
No, hang on. The second one, I thought that you'd change the rules midstream like you always do. You say that you hate people who cheat, but you love changing the rules. You got 99 votes for that second one. So I thought, bollocks then. If he's going to do 2, I'm going to do 2. So my question was, Fornals misses 2 opportunities and Ben Rama brings energy and hunger. Who starts next match? And everyone said Ben Rama.
Oh, so you copied my first question for your second question. Okay. All right. I mean.
Okay, mine was after the fact. It's very, very different, which you would understand if you weren't still in a state of slight inebriation right now and just took a nap. Whatever. I got more votes on my second question than you got in both your first and your second question. I think we should call it a draw.
Absolutely not.
I think so.
It's clear. We literally had this conversation 2 episodes ago.
No.
Also, last week, I looked down our notifications. And all I could see are a shit ton of you desperately sending your poll from last week to about 100 people. You text individually every person in the Dallas Hammers to tell them to vote on your tweet. You literally text every single person and still only managed 111 votes.
Well, I wasn't the one to open that door up, young man, because I remember on September 19th, 2020, somebody called Adam Frankel said, please, can you all vote on this for me so I can beat Wayne Hammer? It's about winning, mate. It's about winning.
And clearly I am winning.
Winning. No, we're 5-5.
Oh, bullshit. There is no way.
Anyway, this has got nothing to do about West Ham.
I need to take my shirt off. I'm getting warm. Hang on, I'll be back.
Yeah, you're getting sweaty. You get sweaty boobs out. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Why am I so hot?
It's hot in my room, so it's because it's warm. It's Texas,
Maybe I should
man.
put the fan on.
It's Texas.
I'm moist.
So anyway, apart from all of the arguing and everything, and we're not in good moods today because that's a stupid game. Thanks to everyone that's been following us on social media. If you want to check us out, go to westhamiswhywedrink.podbean.com. You'll find all of our social media accounts there.
Also, on Hammers Polls, people, if you've got a good idea for a question, come up against us.
Please do.
Yeah, send a question in to Ian at Hammers Polls, and then he'll put you on and you get on the leaderboard as well. Compete with us. Have a bit of fun.
If you get number 1 on the leaderboard, you get a free shirt at the end of 15 matches.
You sure do. So, also, while I'm at it,
I'm number 4 and you're in number 6, so I'm ahead of you right now. So I'm winning the war, mate.
Listen to these. Oh, they don't really. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Well, I was about to say something. Yeah. If you listen to this podcast and you fancy yourself as having some West Ham knowledge and you fancy taking part of Hammer Shots, I do a YouTube show. We got a few episodes left that we record on a Wednesday. But if you fancy testing your West Ham trivia, and it's a lot of fun, please send me a message. Wayne is already in the playoffs. So, if Wayne makes the playoffs, it'll give you a chance to have your own attempt at bashing Wayne, which, it's one of my hobbies and I can promise you it's fun.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, but I am nice to you. I did a nice thing for you this week, didn't I?
You did, and I can't talk about it, obviously. You know why.
For obvious reasons.
Excuse me?
Yeah, but after Christmas I will do. But it was very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
It shows I'm not always an arsehole, just sometimes.
No, you're never. It's all an act with you, mate. You're one of the kindest people I've ever met. You really are. I'm getting so touched. I'm going to start crying.
God, what are you doing? Being nice to me? Not this. I'm now. I don't know what to say.
I don't know. Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
Not really. Not really. To be honest, I don't want to bring it down a level, but I'm like, obviously with everything that's happened with me.
What do you mean you don't want to bring it down a level? You've done this whole bloody show.
I know, but this is like a whole. I really want to go home. I really wanted to go home for Christmas, because since I died, I haven't seen any of my family because of the pandemic, and so I've got, I really did want to go home, but because of the pandemic, the rule is if you've been in the UK for 14 days, you're not allowed in the US. So. Yeah, I can't do that. So,
Christmas is my birthday.
Yeah, I know.
Christmas Day. So
Christmas Day.
I just, I can't stand Christmas shopping.
Why don't you come to the pub on the 27th for the White Elephant?
I can't do that.
Just do it, mate. Come on, don't worry about it.
No, this week I went out this week to do a little bit of Christmas shopping, and Kim got really aggravated with me. I went into a lingerie shop and I asked the girl I said, I pulled these knickers off of the, not off the girl, off of the rack. And I said, are these knickers satin? And she said, no, they're brand new.
Oh, my God. Well, everyone, I'm glad that you're listening to the last ever episode of West Ham's.
We've hit the bottom of the barrel.
Just like Sebastian Haller.
That's a cracker. That's a cracker now, that one. That's a cracker. That's a cracker.
Presented by Hammers Poles.
So, I told you about my Uncle Harry. So, I've got him queued up on the other line to bring him in. So,
super excited about talking to this guy. Really, really glad he showed up for this week.
Well, I think it might be interesting because he's an old codger and he's got an interesting slant on life. So why don't we just listen to our grumpy old hammer?
Boy, watch your mouth. Who you calling a grumpy old hammer?
Harry, are you there? Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, everybody, this is Harry. He's a grumpy old prick. Grumpy old hammer.
Hello.
Hey, Harry. As you know, my catchphrase. This is Adam. Remember, you're here on the podcast.
Oh, Adam. You're the cheeky little bastard on the podcast, ain't you?
Anyway, Harry, you legend. As I always say, stay positive, love your life.
It's not to stay positive this week, isn't it?
Yeah. So what did you think about it?
You mentioned it earlier because I was listening to you two talk.
Oh, really?
It took forever and all. Bloody linesman. VAR? They should call it fucking VAFR. Because it's virtually always fucking wrong. It's terrible. It's bloody awful.
Did you just say, wait, you said you should call it fucking V8. So don't you mean it should be called FVAFR?
Oh, fuck you. It's what it is, isn't it?
I think we've hit the record for most F words in an episode.
I've got bloody useless eyesight. And I could see it went out of bounds. If it gone any further out of bounds, it'd have gone down to a fish shop and brought back a fucking Savaloy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Unbelievable.
Well, what about our players? Clearly there was some, top talent on the field. What do you think of our current team?
Yeah. Hello. Bloody waste of money, isn't he?
Yeah.
We got a couple of mates, Kelly and Dennis. They say he spends too much time down the bleeding wine bar, he does. That's right.
I agree.
Yep. Yeah, he's bloody awful, he is. Look, I'm going to give Ali a bit of advice right now. And I know he listens to the podcast because he's obviously not fucking training during the week. That's obvious.
Can you do it in French then so he understands?
I can't do it in French. I hate that fucking French. I don't. Bloody awful pigs they are. That Payet and freaking Second World War. Oh, I can tell you some stories.
Oh, please do. Tell us a quick one.
Well, I've got to tell you, the French were the same as Allah during the war. always laying down on the job and never fucking ready. Never ready they were. So my advice to you, Ella, and this is very constructive criticism, stay on your fucking feet, you tosspot. Unbelievable. I tell you, the Gertrude, the fucking tea lady down at the old age pensioners' home could have fucking played better than he did.
Yeah. I hope we don't have kids that listen to this.
Wade said he can bleep it all out. He's a fucking good lad, he is. He's a good lad.
Oh, Wade, he's a something. I think he's more like a...
No, I think he's an all, mate. It's like, you can't choose your family, can you? Can't choose your family. What about that Bowen kid, though, eh?
I do like him. I do like Bowen.
Like a whippet, he is, isn't he? Marvellous talent. I bet he gets plenty of trim, he does.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's a...
Oh, well, like you said, kids and everything, I'll keep me respectful, but I bet he didn't get some, didn't he?
I'm sure. I mean, would you? Would you let him get some? Would you share?
You say I'm a bloody woolly wafter? Okay, I'll take his leftovers. I would, yeah.
But would you share your leftovers with him?
Leftovers? I'm 92 fucking years old, mate. What do you think I got left over? I'll share my sausage sandwich with him if that's what he wants. It's the only bloody leftovers I get these days. Blimey, awful it is. God, blimey. Oh. I was texting my mates down at the old folks home.
Hang on a minute. Whoa, sweet child of mine. You were texting? Yeah. You don't know how to text, you lying bastard. I'm
telling you, I'm good with the texting, I am.
The only text you know is teletext.
No, my granddaughter taught me how to text. She did. She's bloody good. These youngsters today, they've got all their texting codes, and they're that LOL crap and OMG and TTFN and all that bollocks.
I tell you that LOL. I tell you, use that all the time. Bloody Wayne. He loves his LOL.
I don't think he knows how to find the freaking face on the emojis.
Yeah, you're right. I do love a good emoji.
But I told Wayne. I said, because when I told him the same thing as I just told you, he gave me the same reaction. I gave him a few of the texts. Have you got them there in front of you, Adam?
Have I got what in front of me?
Yeah, the text letters that we use in my generation.
Oh, what did you use in your generation? Yeah, right. I see some here. ATD. What does that mean?
Yeah, at the doctor's.
Oh, and then obviously the best one is, your BFF.
Yeah, best friend's funeral. Yeah.
Well, what are we talking about? BTW. I do want to know what you think of that. BTW.
Well, that's a very handy one. That is. It's if you're in deep trouble, you only send that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bring the wheelchair. Okay. If you're going out for a nice nosh up, the next one can help you with that one.
What's the next one?
That's BYOT, innit?
Bring your own. Wait, let me see if I can guess.
Figure it out, mate.
Bring your own. What could this be? I don't know. You bring your own tablets.
Bring your own teeth, you stupid old Wally. You're like this next one. I've actually. Wade says that you've used this as an excuse a couple of times. The old GGPBL.
What's that?
Got to go. Pacemaker battery low. Oh blimey! My favourite is always it's the best answer to everything. That's TFT.
What's that? What's TFT?
Texting from the toilet, you twit.
All right. How about FML? Do you have one for that? Because that's one of my favourites. Actually, for me, I have to do FM second L, but FML. Have you ever used that one? What would you think that might be?
I've never heard that one before. So what do you think? One of you youngsters ones?
What do you think it might be? FML.
FML. Let me see. Fornals must look before he shoots.
That's a good one, but it's not West Ham related.
What is it?
My life.
Oh blimey! I'll tell you what. I've got to go, mate, because I'm actually TFT right now.
Not my.
I've got a big one coming out, mate. I've got a big one coming out. So, FML.
Oh my God. I'll see you, Harry. Bye, mate. Stay positive. Love your life.
Take off your wanker.
Oh gosh. Well, hopefully soon we'll be able to put him in a home and let our friends Anthony take care of him.
It's funny. He said to me, he says, I'm only going to go on your show if you don't interrupt me. He's a lovely old sod and everything, but I cannot be a pain in the ass. I really can. I remember once I went around his house. I used to do his shopping for him when I was a younger kid. And I went around his house and he said, quick. He says, I'm glad you're here. He says, I've caught a mouse. And he had this old dodgy old one-eyed cat. Seriously, it was a one-eyed friggin' tabby cat. And he's like, I've got the mouse in my Wellington boot.
What?
I'm like,
is this a true story? I'm waiting for a punchline.
Totally true, mate. Totally true.
I full on thought this was going to be a dad joke and a shit dad joke at that.
No, it's totally true. So he says, I've got it in this Wellington boot. He says, I didn't know what to do with it. He says, but here, he says, grab the coal shovel. He says, I'm gonna let the mouse out of the boot and you whack it with the coal shovel. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just whack it hard with the coal shovel. I said, well, why don't we just let Pussy get it? And he's like, well, she's not got anything in years. She like I said, she's a one-eyed freaking cat. She couldn't do anything. So he gets the boot. He says, you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. He dumps it out. I take a massive swing at it with the coal shovel, and the fucking cat jumps for it, doesn't he? And I smash the cat in the head.
Did that actually happen? Please tell me that happened.
I nearly killed his cat. Oh, man, he's like, you run so little tight. You did that on purpose. You're trying to kill my cat. You're trying to kill my cat. Oh. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, I told you he's 92 and he's hanging on there.
Well, of course he's still alive. He was just on the podcast. That was stupid.
Yeah, hello, mate. No, we had a seance. I brought my Ouija board out for that interview, mate. Oh, my God.
Oh, my word. What a dunce.
Oh, my God. He said to me, just before we were chatting, just before I got online with you, and he said to me, I went to go buy a Christmas tree. And the guy said to me, he says, you're going to put it up yourself? And he said, fuck off. He says, I was thinking of putting it in the family room.
Oh, okay. That took me a minute as well. I'm like, what?
You're tired tonight, aren't you? You're tired.
No, I know.
Thank everybody, Adam. So anyway, thank everybody, Adam.
Yeah, thank everybody, Wayne.
Thank you to Hammers Poles and to Ian. Thank you to comeonyourirons.com. Good app.
Thank you for listening. I apologise that we've not had episodes out every weekend. I got some shit from Wes the other day. He's like, well, I went on my run and I went to listen to an episode and there wasn't one.
Oh, blimey, poor Wes.
I know, poor Wes.
It's nice that we've got listeners, though. It really is nice. And that's the cool thing about it is, like, I think our listeners are more like family because they like to moan about us.
Oh, do they?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But if they don't like to moan about us, if they actually like us, they should go to Apple Podcasts and rate and review us.
Yeah, true. Give us how is our Apple Podcast rating? Because I don't listen. I listen on Spotify.
No, I don't really look at the ratings that much anymore, mate.
Because
really
I'm a Spotify person. So let me have a look and see what our current rating is on West Ham is Why We Drink. Where the hell are ratings?
I don't think they post them, mate. You have to go to some site. The thing is with ratings on podcasts is it never really means anything because there's so many people listening on so many different platforms. So don't really make an awful lot of difference. I think the important thing is
we're 4.5 rating out of. There's been 12 ratings, so someone didn't give us a 5-star rating.
Somebody gave us a 3 just to stitch us up.
Let me have. Oh,
so if you're out there, everybody go on and give us a 5, please, so we can get up to 4 3/4.
Wow, someone did rate us, and what the heck?
What's it say?
Someone called Ray Real Cockney rated us on October 8th, saying crap, terrible fake sounding Brits sound so bad.
What's his name? Ray?
Ray.
Go fuck yourself, Ray.
Wow.
Is that good enough for you? And can we just, for everybody that's out there, can we just say that our accents aren't fake?
No.
I'm actually from Wimbledon.
Yeah, and I'm an Essex boy. I mean, we both live in America, but
so we don't sound like a Cockney anymore because we've been over here for 20 years.
Well, let me just say one more thing. This is to Ray and anybody like him.
Why can't you disconnect me phone now, lads? God, still, I've been listening to you the whole time. I've been taking a steamer.
But seriously, do yourselves a favour and stay positive. Love your lives. You know what? If you haven't got something good to say, maybe don't say it. And I should take that advice sometimes as well.
Can you get me some toilet paper?
But anyway, we appreciate all of the other people generating content out there. You know, I appreciate you listening to us. There's plenty out there. I'm going to shout out to one of my mates, Russell Budden. I went to school with him. He's got a really good YouTube channel called My Hammers 11. I highly recommend you going onto that and subscribe to his channel as well. Also, there's a
Hammers Chat, because I love Hammers Chat. I still listen to it every week.
Nice. I love the guys on Hammers Chat as well. They're awesome.
I mean, Charlie and Tom and Gio and Gonzo and who's that bird that occasionally does a video for him?
Oh, Rebecca. Good old Rebecca. We love Rebecca.
We love Rebecca.
Look, we're all West Ham fans together, and I know some people in this world like to be a dick, but try not to. You know, you can support people. You don't need to one-star review someone and be an arsehole. And if you do think that that's funny, well, you know, enjoy the rest of your miserable existence.
But we're not taking it personally, obviously. Oh, my God. What a wanker.
I know.
So it doesn't bother me at all, mate.
I hope that that Moyes kicks him into shape. I hope that Allaire does not start. I don't know who else would start instead, but I'm done with the guy. I also hope Benny Harner gets a start as well. I mean,
I'd like to see Benny start.
At this point, I would sooner have Declan Rice up front than Allaire.
Who'd have known that Benny with Miss Diane would have been so good at football?
What did you just say?
No. Crossroads. You never watched Crossroads?
Oh my God, I remember that. But no one listening will. So
Benny with his green hat. Nobody over here is going to understand it. Miss Diane. I love Miss Diane. I do. She's lovely. She is. So, Sandy, come over here, Sandy. I've dug up the carrots in the back garden for you.
This has taken a turn. Oh, we love you all. Stay positive. Love your life. And
stay positive and love my wife.
Cheers. Someone's driving like an arsehole outside.
I thought it was Uncle Harry flushing the toilet. Have a good one, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
Bubbles in the air, they fly and so high. By my